Everyone. Oh, wait, is it afternoon? It's morning. It is morning in this central time. Okay. Want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. You guys should be able to. All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. What's going on, IG? All right. Let's go ahead and talk about a couple things, guys. So, first and foremost, thanks for being here. Today, we're going to talk to you guys about the best 0% interest rate credit cards for May 2023. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually talk about different types of credit card categories each month. That way, you guys can get an idea of what the best cards are because it's not always the same. Credit card companies change things, as a matter of fact, not just on a monthly basis, but for the most part, they do change things, every now and then. So, a credit card that you may have gotten last month, last year, 5 years ago, may not be the same requirements to get that same credit card. So, credit card companies they change their requirements, they change the terms, and they try to keep up with the economic climate as well too. But let's go ahead and go straight into the information that we have for you guys on today. Okay. So the first things first is going to be the number one card right now for the month of May is going to be the Discover It Cash Back. Okay. So this one will give you 0% for 15 months. Okay. And you get 0% balance transfer for 15 months. So, guys, those are two separate things. Okay. When you get a regular, what they call introductory period, interest rate situation, that means that you're going to have that interest rate for that period of time. Okay. That's completely different than a balance transfer. A balance transfer is when you transfer one balance from another credit card to the new credit card, and then you're going to get a special rate with that. It's typical that you're going to be around 1.9, 0%, 0.9. That's standard. But for the most part, credit card companies try their best to give 0%, for a period of time with balance transfer. So I at least want to explain that because some people think, oh, well, 0% here, that means it's going to be 0% for everything. No. So sometimes it's going to be a little bit different. But the number one card right now is going to be the Discover It Cash Back. That one's going to give you 0% intro APR for 15 months, as I mentioned, and you're also going to get 0% APR for 15 months. And then after that, your interest rate is going to be anywhere between 16.74 all the way up to 27.74. Guys, that's 3 points higher than what it normally is. Normally, they used to go to about 24, but obviously with the economic climate, you're going to see some higher tier ends as well. Okay. All you need is a 670 credit score to qualify for that. Next is going to be the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. Okay. So this one's going to give you a $200 cash reward bonus after spending at least $500 in the first 3 months. Okay. You're going to get 0% APR for the first 15 months from the day that the account opens. Not so some credit cards are going to go from the first transaction. This one says as soon as you open that account, the clock starts. Okay. Then this one's going to get you 0% APR for 15 months from account opening on qualifying balance transfers. Okay. So you see how they're being more particular now. All right. So, but either way, after that, the interest rate is going to go from anywhere between 19% all the way up to 29.99%. Guys, they are moving these interest rates, okay? All you need is a 670 to go ahead and take advantage of that one. Next is going to be the Capital One Saver One Cash Rewards credit card. This one's going to give you 0% interest APR for 15 months. And then after that is going to be, well, you also have the 0% intro APR for the balance transfers. Interest rates anywhere between after that it's going to be 19% all the way up to 29%. You need at least a 670 or around a 670 to go ahead and get qualified for that as well. Okay. Next is going to be the Capital One Quicksilver. Okay. Now this one is pretty cool because this one has no annual fee. Okay. So this one you get a $200 cash bonus after you spend $500 on purchases within 3 months from account opening. So that's 0% APR for 15 months. Then 0% APR for also for balance transfers. After that, the interest rate is going to be from 19.7 all the way up to 29.7. You need about a 670 to go ahead and qualify for that as well. Okay, guys. As I mentioned, you're also going to get a 0% annual, I'm sorry, $0 annual fee as well. All right. Next is going to be the City Custom Cash Card. Okay. This was going to be $200 cash back after you spend at least $1,500 on purchases in the first 6 months of the account opening. All right. So this one's going to give you 0% for 15 months, 0% for the APR balance transfers, and then 18.99% all the way up to 28.99%. And you need at least a 670 credit score to go ahead and qualify for that. All right. Let's see here. There's no annual fee for that one. Next is going to be the Discover It Balance Transfer. So this one's going to be 0% APR for 6 months. So you guys see that difference? It's 0% APR for 6 months. Why? Because this is the Discover It Balance Transfer card. So it's made specifically for balance transfers. This one's going to give you 0% APR for 18 months instead of the 15 months. So that extra 3 months. So guys, imagine, man, if your monthly payment is like $400, so that's 400 times three. That's a $1,200 difference. Okay. Next is going to be after that is going to be 16.7% on the interest rate, all the way up to 27%. You need about a 670 to go ahead and get that card as well. And then there's no annual fee. All right. Next is going to be the Bank Americard credit card. This one's going to be 0% for 21 billing cycles. Okay. So of course that depends on when you use the card, right? So 0% for 21 billing cycles. So guys, that's 21 months, or about 20 to 21 months, depending on how you use it. And then 0% APR for 21 billing cycles, or any balance transfers made in the first 60 days. So they're giving you 60 days to go ahead and take advantage of that balance transfer. Okay, guys, you need a 670 to get that card. After that, the interest rate is going to be 15.7 all the way up to 25.7. And there's no annual fee with that one as well. Next is going to be the Blue Cash Every Day from American Express. This is actually a great card to get. Easy card to get too. For those of you who are looking to go with American Express, this one gets you a $200 statement credit after you spend $2,000 in purchases on your new car within the first 6 months. 0% intro APR for 15 months. 0% APR for balance transfer for 15 months. After that, the interest rate is going to be 18.9 all the way up to 29.9. And then you need a 670 score to go ahead and get that one. Okay. That one, of course, there's no annual fee. Next is going to be My GM Rewards. So you're going to start seeing more retail cars start to pop up, guys. It's another revenue stream for them. Some of them use it for service, and some of them they start off with that. So let me give you an example. And that means if you have a vehicle with GM, that doesn't mean that you can't get one if you don't have GM, but it's a way to kind of keep the branding in front of you, using their name and things of that sort, but also using it for service as well too. Some credit card companies will give you additional points for that as well. So you get 15,000 points after you spend $1,000 in your first 3 months. You also get 0% APR for the first 12 months, and then 0% APR for the balance transfer. And so that's going to be only at the beginning. And then you have 19.7% all the way up to 29.7%. And then your score can be as low as 670, guys. Okay. So as a matter of fact, someone's at the door. So give me a second here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Cool. No problem. All right. I got it unlocked. See what happens when you go live? It's always something, right? All right, so we got that one, the GM Rewards card, and there's no annual fee for that one as well. All right, next is going to be the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards credit card. That one's going to be 0% for APR for 18 months. Then after that, well, you have the balance transfer. That one's 0% APR for 18 billing cycles on any balance transfers made in the first 60 days. So they're giving you a certain time frame as well, too, to go ahead and make that balance transfer. The interest rate is going to be 17.7% all the way up to 27.7%. You only need about a 670 to get that as well too. And then there's no annual fee on that one as well. Next is going to be the US Bank Plus, US Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature Card. This one gives you a $200 bonus after spending $1,000 in eligible purchases in the first 120 days. So they're giving you about 4 months to actually get this bonus money. 0% APR for 15 months, 0% balance transfer for 15 months. After that, 19.4 all the way up to 29%. You need about a 670 to go ahead and get that as well with no annual fee. Okay. And the very last one is going to be Bank of America Unlimited Cash Rewards credit card. This one's going to give you a $200 online cash reward bonus after you make at least $1,000 in purchases for the first 90 days of account opening. 0% APR for 18 months. That's huge. You also get 0% APR for 18 billing cycles on any balance transfers made after the first 60 days. After that, it's going to be 17.7% all the way up to 27%. And then it's going to give you with a score, you need about a 670 or so to go ahead and get that one as well. And that one comes with no annual fee. All right, guys. So, of course, if you're looking to get a 0% interest rate credit card, right now is most definitely a great time to go ahead and get one and transfer those balances, guys. Stop paying that high interest rate. And again, if you guys are looking for any credit card type, I have all of these types at my at park850.com. It's going to give you a link to everything. So if you're not just looking for 0% interest credit cards, if you're looking to rebuild your credit with secure credit cards, unsecured credit cards with bad credit, good credit, excellent credit, travel credit cards, you'll be able to get all of that at park850.com. Okay, guys. And then also too, don't forget, you can also improve your credit score with our advanced credit blueprint as well too. So if you're looking to improve your credit score, qualify for home ownership, rental property ownership, lower your car payment, or just simply improving your credit score, it's most definitely a great resource for you. You can also start with our free ebooks as well too, guys. Okay, so we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and we'll see you guys on the next video. And shout out to IG